poultry farmer. I hardly eat egg. I get sick of it. So today I decided to buy one and see how it is. This is probably my medium size eggs, and the crate is 36 Ghana cedis, and I bought this 2 cedis. I bought 2, so that's 4 cedis with pepper and stuff in there. So if they buy one crate which has 30 pieces, that would be 60 cedis. Okay, 60 cedis. But then they have to buy pepper and all those things and the charcoal to boil it. So let's say they spend another, let's say 10 cedis for that. They still make profit. But some of these egg people, usually they don't have the money, so they buy from the middleman. So although I'm selling for 36, so maybe the middle person will sell it for them for maybe 40, and then they make their profit, and then so they also sell and make profit. So it's a losing battle. We try, but this is like my 37 per crate egg. I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't eat egg much, but I just wanted to try. I bought 2. One is here, and then of course my peanut cake. Never mind the car, it's so dusty on site, so it's dirty in there. Well, hello guys, welcome. Thank you. Yes, as a poultry farmer, it's very important to know what's going on. So I do buy eggs once in a while to see how much they're selling it for. I do talk to fellow poultry farmers, ask them questions regarding marketing, regarding pricing of their eggs and what goes into it, just so I know what's going on, so I can mark my product accordingly. Okay, it should be a collaboration. To me, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. So that's what I do, and so far so good. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this video right now. These are my broilers, and after almost 5 days of not seeing them because I went to my mom's funeral, they are growing beautifully. Okay guys, and if you remember, I hired new worker about 2 weeks before my mom's funeral, and I was bragging how promising he seems. Okay, I don't even know how to get into it, but you know what, not everything that glitters is gold. Okay, so stay tuned and I'll tell you all about what I've been through with this worker, and within like less than a month, how much he has stolen from me and broken my heart. So yeah, basically my husband told me not to talk about it, but pardon me honey, I have to talk about it because the good, the bad, and the ugly must be talked about on this channel. It's all about transparency. This is the first time that somebody has stolen from me majorly, and I can't hide it. I have to let potential business owners know so they can watch out. I thought I was being careful, guys. I do have cameras on site on the farm, but because of electricity situation, sometimes it blows off, right? It blows off. What's the term? Sometimes it just blows off, and it destroys it, and I've brought in people multiple times to fix it. So at this time, I've been busy. My mom's funeral is coming. I'm busy running around. So plus I have my sisters in there. I have 2 of my sisters work in there. Okay, so I know things run the way they're supposed to, but the only thing is they do work there, but they don't sleep on the farm. They come to work and then they go to the village every day to sleep and come in every morning, right? So otherwise everything is going on right. So I hired this guy through a poultry friend of mine. He recommended him. Okay, as you know, egg father, him or hearing about him in my video. So he recommended this man, and the first day it was promising. He was going above and beyond. He's very handy, just like my husband. So I was very pleased to have a handy person, because most of the workers, they don't do anything. Everything they want you to bring somebody in to do. So when this guy was handy and doing things, I was very happy. And then I was paying him more than I've ever paid anyone. And I was even telling him he wanted more, and I was telling him 3 months probation. I need to see how you're doing, and then I can totally give you the increment that you're seeking. Okay, so he said okay, which is fair. So I told him every time I get new workers, the first thing I tell them is honesty is very important to me. If you lie to me, like, I don't take it lightly. So he said, oh, madam, you don't need to worry. All you need to do is make sure you're taking good care of me, and I also take good care of you. So this guy, before he even started working, he told me I have to give him money to send to his wife and kids. That normally when you hire them, that's what they do. They always want you to give them money so they can send it off, basically to say their goodbye for now. So I did that. I gave him his feeding money. I was really good to this guy, not knowing he was there with his own plants. Okay, he made these chicken coops very handy, very beautiful. We were very grateful. We gave him extra money for that just by thinking about it and doing this. Okay,
that's how it looks. Good news.
So the time came for my sisters and I to go to my mom's funeral. I can't leave them on the farm. She's their mother too. So we went. And so we'll be gone for like 4 to 5 days, you know. So what we normally do is when the ladies are not there to do the eggs is we have a big basket contain, and then we pile them up in, okay, just like that. And then when they come back, then we put them in the crate. So to him it looked like it's so many eggs and he can do whatever he wants to do. But the thing is, I know my production rate, my sisters know my production rate. I check my production rate daily, and when we came back we were missing about 9 crates. So I talked about it with my husband, and we're like, this is weird, but the man is new, right? So let's just blow it under the carpet and let's just not make a big deal and steady him. So I told my sisters, we have to make sure that the production rate is going back up. Maybe because we put them in the basket, we had a lot of cracked eggs. They're like, no, we take the cracked ones. It's still, we're missing this many crates. So I let it, just let it die. But in the background, we were checking. And then the production rate kept going down and down by 2 crates. And it got to a point that 4 crates a day. We're like, this doesn't make sense. Everything is the same. Why are we missing this many eggs? So we were suspicious and watching. So one day I was home and then my sister called. It was the weekend. She's like, are you coming over? I said, no, I'm very tired. I'm not coming over to Monday. I said, is everything okay? She's like, oh, the eggs. I said, what's going on? She said, we keep going down in production rate, and we've been following the when we go home, apparently we'll be hearing from the village, and I'm so nice to the villagers that they would tell me everything. So they follow him to the nearby village, and he's been taking my eggs and selling it to a lady there. Yes, selling my eggs to the lady. And the thing is, there's a video coming up. He doesn't know he doesn't know that there's a system in arranging the eggs. So what he does is he will hide a whole bunch of eggs in the sawdust in the coop. So when the ladies go home, then he'll go get the the eggs. But the lady buying it, I think she has a specific size she wants. So then when they leave, the eggs that we've piled up in the crate, he'll go and take the big ones out and put the small ones in there. But then my sisters come and they're like, this is so suspicious. We know the sizes. We have 4 different sizes, 5. So it'll be messed up. They started taking videos and studying him, and then calling their connections in the next video that they've heard this, they need to check. So they tell them, and sure enough, every time they left, he gets on his bike, he goes to the nearby village to sell my eggs. This is the video coming up.
Sister, listen me day me video no film that show. Because never been a while, sister. She's a blue, pink, and she blue. You ever know see blue, any of them in Hindi. Bama Casa. Need to be a mistake in a year, so no share blue, pink, white, and fast. The blue matter colors where your dash had it. Sister, where should the man? Clean, you miss a chance. I am a done. She, I done me, more does she say, or she said, you the reason why I do. Nancy go show than a panel to our matter. She, go my telecalis now, she said, she had it. Where you blue one in a plain one, and Uncle walk off a middle. Why she shan't Basabiana, or the baby see had it. Sister, the man that you see. Now yesterday be a mistake here na yaya unless the mala. Blue I share. Ye ban a blue. Was way pink and so she blue. Go my 3 colors I can say and so she blue. You papa so only another plain. Plain waste my own me and so I shall know I done. We can go share more dog inside my barber shop. Akɛse paa nso na ɔhyehyɛ mu 3 colors nia na ɔhyehyɛ mu. Na mesi me yɛ video na fɛ me ba kyerɛ.
So yes, so my sister was just explaining how things would change when they come in the morning, and this is the store he was selling it to. In this video, he was way at the back there with the lady. So my sister confronted the lady, and of course she denied it. But her daughter was about to tell my sister the truth, but the woman denies it. And I'm like, why are Ghanaians so wicked? Why is the lady taking eggs when you know that guy doesn't own a poultry farm? Yes, I basically went there the next day and I told him, I confronted him about what's going on. And of course, he denied it and he was trying to blame my sister. And honestly, my sister, she's very protective of me. And when you come there, you don't behave, she will complain. And a lot of people don't like her because they've been trying for me to get rid of her so long. One lady left, one lady that a lady that was being beaten by her husband. My husband and I gave her money to start a business even before we even knew her. And then she said she did a job. We hired her. She was stealing eggs. I was so close to this lady. The lady was quitted and didn't even tell me. I gave her money to start a business because she's in an abused relationship. She's a single mom. I thought, let me help my fellow woman. She came on my farm. She started stealing eggs. She started fighting with my sister every day. And when my mom died, she told my sister, oh yeah, now that your mom is there, your sister is going to fight you. Your mom was always fighting for you. Now who's going to fight for you? Well, guess what? My mom fought for me because after my mom died, within a week, she quit. My mom chased her away from my life.
So overprotective. You can't even touch this boat.
So this man, not only was he stealing eggs and selling it, about 4 crates a day, plus the 9 crate I lost for the 5 days that I was at my mom's burial. He was also taking cassava and plantain. My kids love plantain, red plantain. So last year, my husband and I planted a lot of plantain. So I go, and plantain can be expensive. So I go and then I get them and then we put them in the pantry and it ripes, and they love plantain and beans. Before we left for my mom's burial, he cut 2 for me to take. Apparently, while the wife comes there, but he doesn't let us know. So when my sisters go home, his wife comes in the dead of night, and then when she's leaving, he packs like sacks and sacks of cassava and plantain, and of course he's gonna give her eggs and chicken. So this man was doing a big, and then I have oranges, so big time business. So I think the plan was he would keep sneaking his wife in, come and load up a whole lot of eggs, plantain, cassava, whatever, and then go sell them. And when it's done, he comes back, and then the business continues at my cost. Okay, like I have been so good to this man, I can't even believe it. You know, and it's like he swears he doesn't steal, but he stole, and I knew he was stealing because he couldn't even look me in the eye. He couldn't even look me at, and the wife didn't even know he was fired. So I fired him on Saturday. Sunday, there comes the wife. My sisters told me with 2 of the children. They're like, oh, he doesn't work there anymore. So he cost me a lot of money within that 3 weeks, not even a month. It's unbelievable what one person can do to another person. If it's so easy to start a business or own a business, why don't you have one? Like, it doesn't matter what you do. I've been struggling with workers. Thank God for my 2 sisters, because it's crazy here. I'm pretty sure he sold some of the chickens that are not laying, and possibly some of my broilers, because the thing with chicken is you can't count them every day, and when you go there it looks a lot, so you can't tell unless you count them. So that's what happened. And no, I did not put him in prison. I did not get him arrested, because Egg Father is a good friend of mine and he was the one who recommended him. So because of him, I let him go. And yeah, now I'm back to square one. I don't even know what to do. I don't even want nobody on the farm anymore. But you know what? This is what I always say. It doesn't matter how much you steal from the perceived rich or somebody doing better than you. You would never get to their level, because the mentality of which you're operating is not good. And God does not bless people like that. So at the end of the day, he lost. He's going back to his sad life. And I'm going to keep going up, up and higher. There's nothing he can do about it. Okay, so guys, beware when you're doing business in Ghana. There are thieves, wolves in sheep clothing, pretending to be like, oh, madam. They are all greedy bastard. Okay, they will steal from you, and before you realize, it's like, why did you do me so wrong? Like, what did I do wrong? So just beware. Don't let that stop you from doing business, but beware. Okay, peace out, guys. Smile. Bye.